Hello everyone, Dana 14th Prime here. Today I want to check out with you guys the Transformers Power of the Primes Amazon exclusive here in the US. This is Punch, Counterpunch, the Autobot spy that can be, of course, is bot mode and then flip into a Decepticon to spy on the Decepticons. Amazon exclusive here and it comes in the US. This nice kind of Takara-esque box pack out. You get like a little flap here and everything. The figure would be in there. Nice instructions that you can actually read and all that. Check the link in the description below. Check out my Amazon page for Punch, Counterpunch, and many other Transformers figures out there. So this guy is very cool. Had this toy as a kid. Absolutely loved it. Wore that thing out. Very, very playable and was excited to get this guy in hand and check him out. Here I flipped him into his Counterpunch alter ego. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is some sweet, sweet waist swivel we get on this figure. So we'll definitely check out the articulation. Let's jump into this and have a closer look. Let's knock out some of the easy stuff quickly. This is the Prime Master, Prima Prime that you get. It looks cool. Kind of this blue, translucent, kind of icicle looking Prime with a nice silver. So pretty sharp looking. I don't get into these things too much. Prefer the Headmasters, but this is what we're working with the Power of the Primes line. So for what it is, I think it's one of the cooler ones I've seen. And we also get a combiner piece here, which is basically a like Prime armor, of course, where you could pop out just the static plastic piece here and drop in your Prime Master there, if you would like. Of course, this could be like a hand or something too from your for a combiner figure. Pretty cool color, kind of like more like a gunmetal. So actually, it looks really good. Get a hand there. Of course, it can work as a foot as well. But it's mainly the armor for the figure, which we'll see. And then he comes with just this one little gun. I was reminiscent of the G1 toy. You got like a separate black gun for the Counterpunch Decepticon and like a bigger double barrel yellow gun for the Autobots. So we don't get that. We just get this one little rifle or handgun probably. Let's take a walk down memory lane. Now remember, I had this toy as a kid, loved it, really wore it out. Let's see how he looks, kind of where this toy is inspired from. We'll drop in the G1 toy here. We'll start with Counterpunch, since that's how I hand him set up. Looks pretty good. I mean, he's got the right shoulder orientation. He's got the red wheels. You know, he's got the window on the chest, the black legs, the little purple accents there, the wheels facing out, and even a little black here. Unfortunately, no like real feet, but they do color down there, I guess, where the feet would be black. Probably my number one complaint on the figure, and really probably only complaint, is, yeah, he needs feet. In terms of the G1 tune, I think it does a pretty good job as well. We probably wouldn't need these purple accents, but you got all black up to the thigh, blue crotch is right. Again, windshield, Decepticon logo up there, all looks good. Wheels on the shoulders, all blue arms, all looks pretty good with just like a tinge of orange showing out. Should have red eyes. They give them like purple. I wish they would have, I don't know, done anything besides purple for the eyes too. Just keeping it silver like the toy probably would have been better. So not sure why they went purple in there. Let's do the bot mode flip here real quick. We'll check out Punch. So we want to, of course, hide our Decepticon logo because he's about to become an Autobot. The helmet just got like a little tilt mechanism, just like I remember the G1 toy. So you just tilt it back to cover his eyes, opens up the face on this side. I've got the Autobot logo down, flip it up. We got to get red hands out, so those just rotate. And we get the right colored hands out. And then we get a little mechanism here that we want to rotate and bring down, and there's a peg there on the shoulder. Again, just rotate that, bring that down, and you get a peg there on the shoulder. And now we've got Punch. In terms of Punch for the G1 tune, pretty good. You know, all blue, mostly for the legs. Of course, you got to have the windows and car parts for the toy, so it's just what it is. You do get the red accents there on the thighs, kind of all black thighs. Should probably have darker black arms, but he's got the red hands, kind of all orange. Maybe it should be more yellow for tune accuracy. Chest, and of course the silver face there and blue eyes does work for him. And you know, kind of folding these shoulder pieces down some way around the back of the arm, I'd say it's close enough. So pretty good job versus the tune. Then if we look here versus the toy, pretty comparable. You know, the all blue legs. You don't have the big hollow spot here, which is good versus the G1 toy, but you do have the red hands. Again, he should have black arms. The orange is more toy in terms of the color across the chest. The face and the eyes and all of that sync up pretty well. So definitely a mix. The toy and the 2 G1 were kind of pretty close as it was, and you can see a bit of both. And this Power of the Primes, new inspiration. So very, very cool. Just do a bit of quick articulation because I love it. Shoulders are on ball joints, so you can pretty much get whatever you want there. I did already do the shoulder fix, by the way. These pieces are misassembled, kind of upside down, if you will, out of the box. So it's easy to do with a small screwdriver. Just kind of wedge it in there. Give a little twist to pop out, the neck piece. You can kind of create some space there. And then you can just flip those pieces right out and turn them the other way around. So the flat edge is up top. So I already did that doctor work straight out of the box. You get a bicep swivel up there. Get an elbow joint up there. The wrist, because it transforms, you can kind of cock it a little bit. Of course, you're just taking advantage of the transformation, but it's something to do. Head just seems to be on a ball joint, so pretty much everything you'd expect there. Not a lot of up and down, but enough. But here's the big hurrah. I was fired up. Waist swivel. Love it. Need to get that more often on Transformers. Ball joints at the legs, so they're going to do whatever you need. No thigh cut, though. No, swivel up there. Looks like it should be there, but it just gets stopped. I mean, you can see a cut right in there and how it's assembled. But just pops it off, basically. So can't really get that to work. Knee's going to do that for you. And again, just the weird thing is, no foot. Just big stub down there. So wish he had a foot. But, it's definitely wide enough for balance. Just kind of looks funny. I won't belabor it because we checked out the deco quite a bit and comparing to the tune and the toy. But, just check out all the nice molded detail. Really sharp Autobot logo up there. Just good molding all through the forms, the shoulders. I think the head sculpt. Very well done. I definitely like this one. I just think it's cleaner. It pops with the blue eyes. Looks really good. The black helmet, the orange kind of side mask, whatever you'd like to call it. But just look at all the molding through there. Get nice details through the legs there. Starting to get a little bit of loose legs, but not too bad just yet. And then kind of just the calf is just super clunky. Thighs like that and calves like that. Crazy. And big wheel down there. Obviously, this is just going to become a big piece of the car. I don't hate it, but it's not great. But for what it does overall, pretty happy with the figure. As an Amazon exclusive, again, link in the description below to pick it out. I'd say overall it's built sturdy. Even though it's using a lot of these ball joint connections, they feel a lot better than some of the Power of the Primes that I have got, where they're just kind of flopping and falling off everywhere. So feels pretty good in hand. Let's check out Counterpunch here. Again, I think the shoulders look really cool. The wheels are nice and nicely painted red there. Nice low profile, sporty wheel. Get some of these reflectors that'll come through in the auto mode, alt mode. You see the head there? This is under a lot of light. I think it's really hard to notice the eyes and make out the face unless you're really pushing a lot of light in there like we are now. So I prefer Punch's face. Wish they would have done something on the eyes here to make that pop a bit more for Counterpunch. Top of the car there becomes his chest. Again, nice Decepticon logo. A little sleeker, cleaner kind of chest look, but some details through here. Nice forearm details, again, through the legs as well. Some nice molding, and then he's got a lot of nice through the shin area. Accents there, and then kind of, again, these feet arrangement, whatever they are. But yeah, overall, it's kind of the same complaint with the thigh down there, or the shin, calf area, whatever you want to call it, as well. But a sharp-looking figure with the molding and the paint, definitely. There's color everywhere on this guy. No dull gray plastic on this guy, anywhere. I mentioned I'd show off the Prime armor a time or two, so you can drop down his logo there. Get a port and take the Prime armor, and it stubbornly sometimes, but it will go in there. There we go. I think that can go in there like that. Or give that to you with at least putting the extended fingers tucked away. So a bit cleaner look. All right, let's transform Counterpunch into his alt mode. I think it's a pretty slick transformation. this piece up here, kind of rotate. We want to get it, of course, forward, like how a car would start to look. Peg here on the side of the arm that goes into the side of the kind of high waist area, let's call it. So let's get that going. Again, lift that up. You got to get the rotation piece down here at the base, which sometimes is a bit more friction down there. So you just got to get on there, twist it. And again, the shoulder, just the whole section goes up, and you can hit that peg up there. And we want to pull out the chest, and you just have this long accordion panel thing, flips out after a couple flips, push it back up, and then you just want to put the front end together here. Bunch of pegs obviously going on up there, so that'll come together okay. Make sure we still got our sides there well, and I think this is what the repair does, as I understand it. Again, I did it straight out of the box, but I believe it helps the alt mode just sit better. I'm going to put that up as well. Come down here. This is pretty cool. So we just want to open this up like this. Flip out, a little door panel. Flip up, windshield. Pretty cool. Flip out becomes a door panel. Flip up becomes a windshield. Then we just fold this whole thing forward. This is the bottom of the figure. Folding the whole thing forward and peg it. Of course, at the back, as you'd expect. Now we've got this up top, right? But then we're just going to close it up, which is pretty cool. Close it up. You get some pegs in there on the windows. And voila. That's it. So here we got the sports car. What is this thing? Anybody know? It looks like a Bugatti or something. I don't know. It's pretty sweet looking. Guy's rolling on some serious like 22s or something. Low profile tire. The rims look really nice. Red there. Just pretty much all blue. You get clear windshields for the through the car. You get a little accent there, like I had mentioned. Front of the car there. Try to get you a better shot of that. See how well lined up that is. But you get some details through there in the grille. And then you get some hood scoops, I guess, up there as well. And then, the windshield, not much going on back there. Side of the car here, pretty good. Maybe a door handle or something molded in there. And then around back here, we get, some tail lights, kind of license plate area, kind of some exhaust sections down here. And then on the top of the figure, kind of get, I don't know, rear window, I guess, and lots of more vents and things molded back here, which would have been cool probably if they would have painted them black or something like that. But we didn't get that, but no complaints with color and paint on the figure overall. I think it's pretty nice. So yeah, I think a pretty slick alt mode. Rolls pretty well. Nice 22s swinging by. In terms of storage, you come underneath. This gun has a slot right there. There's a peg right there. So you can put that on there like that. Store the pistol. Of course, we all want to, grab the prime armor and plug that in the roof. We all want to do that. So that goes there, I guess, maybe. Of course, the pistol could go here as well, just with the handle. So, of course, all types of playability configurations that you can set up. I think I will keep mine like that. And that is basically it, guys. Now, these Amazon exclusives, they're a bit pricier, retailing for, I think, $24.99, so called, $25. Sure, they'll go on sale at some point as the holidays approach, but they've been a bit more expensive. Again, link in the description below if you want to check that out. Check out my Amazon page. Lots of Transformers out there, all kind of indexed and categorized, and you can always check what's in stock, check prices very easily. So keep that bookmarked. For what we get here for our $25, I'm pretty happy with it overall, as I was with Repugnus. I think the packaging is a bit more premium. I think the figure is well done. Again, no dull gray plastic on this guy. All color. Where there's not colored plastic, it's painted. I think he's built, put together well, and it's sort of a unique design and use, right? So, in the waist swivel, right? Come on. So I think overall, very, very happy with that. Probably would like to have seen maybe this lower section of the leg better. Definitely at least a foot, a proper foot. would have been something they could have done. Had to get my hands flipped around there. But then the other ask probably just would have been the Counterpunch face, just making that his eyes in particular maybe pop a bit more. But definitely on the whole, very, very happy with it. So jump out, link in the description below, pick yours up. Thanks for checking in. I'll see you next time.